What up, everybody? Welcome to the Damn Dude Podcast.
Damn, dude.
Where we really have the conversations that need to be had in a way that really make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
And furthermore on that, I really realized that really what this show is for is to help provide an opportunity to see the world a little bit differently.
Damn, dude.
And that's really kind of what the point of this is. So we're going to get into that because that kind of ties into a whole nother thing. At the same time, I want to say thank you guys very much to all the listeners. I appreciate you guys so much. We've officially hit 1,500 downloads.
Damn, dude.
And yeah, it's not a lot, but it is. Because you got to consider this is not... I'm not a celebrity. Excuse me. I'm not a celebrity. I've done zero promotions aside from just a personal, well, not personal, but an Instagram for the page. That's basically just based off of all the people that I know personally, you know? So yeah, you know what I mean? So it's all organic, which is cool. There's nothing's been pumped into this yet. No sponsors, none of that. We've just been going with fan love and real life, really just a real life love for this. So that's why we're doing this. So I want to say thank you guys, especially all the listeners all around the world, man. We got listeners in places that like I would never ever have guessed. Yeah, you guys are listening out there that, you know what I mean? It's like, who are you guys? I want to know who you are. Like, are you guys allowed to have Instagram in Russia and France and... You know what I mean? I don't know these things. Like, that's a legit question. I suppose I could look it up, but just going off the top of my dome, you know, like, I don't know. But I would love to know who you guys are because you guys are listening consistently. You guys are always in the first downloads. Clearly, you guys are subscribed. So, yeah, man, I appreciate that. That's really fucking cool. So, whoever you guys are, email me, text me. I mean, fucking Facebook or Instagram me. Ideally Instagram me. You can find me on Facebook. You might be able to get a hold of me there. I just would be like, bro, find me on Instagram. Or email me at damndudepodcast@gmail.com. That's always an option. I check that occasionally. Or leave comments on Apple Podcasts, because that will show up and I can respond to it. So where are you guys from? Who are you guys? What do you do? Why do you listen to the show? Like, what do you like about it? As somebody living in France, Russia, Ukraine, wherever, like all over the place, random people are like, what's life like there? Especially the people, and let's say this goes to everybody, you know. I'm most curious about that though, but it's like the homies in Compton, Philadelphia, Canada, like wherever you're listening from, like, what's life like where you're at, man? Like, you know what I mean? I have ideas because I've been around. I've been to Compton. I've been here and there, but like, I've been up and down California. But, you know, it'd be cool. I want to know who you guys are. I want to send you guys stuff too, so that'd be cool. So, it's kind of interesting because, trying to make sure my drink don't explode here. Drinking a watermelon kombucha. Which is a trip because it, like, when you first crack it, it's almost like, does that smell rotten or weird? And then you like smell it again, and you're kind of like, okay, it's pretty good, you know? And then you drink it and the first taste is kind of like, what the fuck? And then you drink it more and you're like, whoa, this tastes like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. Holy shit. So the watermelon wonder kombucha is pretty bomb. Anyway, excuse me. Why do we say anyway? There's some people say anywho. Are people that say anyway like super Mexican? Like, anyway, G-U-E-Y. If you get that, you get that. I'm not gonna explain. So anyway, I realized that, dude, this is episode 41, and it's really taken till about episode 40 to really get what the show is about, because I've been thinking, I'm like, this really is the show that has the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say,
Damn, dude.
so I'm like, yeah, but that's too long and that doesn't really like strike anybody emotionally. Like that, well, sorry, I should say it doesn't really strike me emotionally. It does because I have a little bit of attachment to my show because I got pride in it and I'm proud of it, and I enjoy the show. I listen to my own show occasionally. And I mean, if I have a lot of time, I'm more inclined to listen to my shows, but lately I've been listening to other people. Not even podcasts lately. Oh yeah, I remember I was keeping you guys up to date, kind of what I'm listening to and stuff, and what I'm kind of going on a sidetrack because this is kind of important. I did want to write this down and get to this point also. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Whatchamacallit? So what I've been listening to is lately this book, The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. And it's the same dude who wrote The 48 Laws of Power and a bunch of other like best-selling books. And this book is weird. Like, it's a trip. I don't know, man. I don't even know how far through it I am. I'm like dio halfway, but I'm probably more than half. I'm probably actually close to done. I don't know how long the book is, but I've been listening to it for a long ass time. The audiobook. And I've been listening to that. I've been listening to Brad Lee's podcast here and there. Shout out Brad Lee, dropping bombs. That shit is badass. Brad Lee's the truth. Go follow him at The Real Brad Lee. Go listen to his shit, and he's also got shit that'll make you think and say,
Damn, dude.
So shout out to Brad Lee. Much love, brother. We're shooting for him on our 100th episode. So Brad Lee, let's do this, brother. I'm calling you up, brother. No, it's all love, man. But yeah, I do look forward to that, and I am creating that. Anyways, been listening to that. I've also been listening to music-wise. I've been listening to the song Afro Man by Afro Man. Play me some music.
Damn, dude.
Bruh. It's long. It's just so perfect to vibe. It's like a good summertime. It's a good kind of like introspective. It's a good driving song. It's a good chilling song. It just fits so many moods, and it's just like the hook and how he's going. It's like, play me some music when my money, like when just go. Oh man, it's tight, dude. You should go check that out. I highly recommend that. So shout out Afro Man. Very underrated rapper with his like real music. So what I was getting at before I went off on that. And of course, keeping South Park Mexican in the rotation, Bone Thugs in the rotation. Yeah, I kind of go back and forth. Usually, and then Anjane Katina. I haven't listened to him in a while lately. Anyway, we're here at 41 episodes. I'm jumping around like crazy today. Sorry. Well, actually, I'm not sorry. That's just what's going on. So I realized, like, damn, this show really is. Because kind of what I've concluded is that, like, I have this way of thinking and operating and using a lot of things that psychologists use that I picked up and started doing naturally. And then at the same time, when I would see a therapist or I would go to, like, personal development classes or different things or do different exercises or just do different research or reading or listening to things, I'm realizing, like, holy shit, I'm doing a lot of these things in my own version, or I did it. So now it's like I put new context to it. And I feel like what the show is essentially, it's like the middle ground for talking just general street people and talking shit and whatever and shit like that, and going off of a very ego-based way of thinking and living. Like, I've definitely fucking lived that, and I know I can, and I know I have the ability to speak to those people sometimes, and because I come from there. So I feel like I'm the gap between that and then, like, fancy ass people that the people of the street would really have never really have any connection to. I find myself in really weird circles where I'm like, damn, like I'm around all doctors right now. It's like, this is weird, like, fuck, I didn't graduate nothing, I mean, I graduated elementary school. That was the only thing. I got kicked out of junior high at the end and high school at the end, so I didn't get to graduate either of those. Um, and I'm just standing there like, wow, like I'm just a graduate of the streets. Like I feel like I've graduated from the streets.
Damn, dude.
Damn, like that's for real. Is like I'm not out there doing grimy shit or doing whatever. Like I feel like I've graduated from it, and not that I'm saying that in some like, oh, I'm better than anybody. No, I'm saying this in like the way where it's like the shit I was doing and the life I was living was gonna put me in jail or in a casket. Like that was really, really where my life was going. And I really, really mean that because that was very real. So as far as graduating from that and having this, oh, I want to kill myself, I want to kill people, I want to hurt people mentality, to literally, to like legit feeling like compassion for almost everybody that I see and encounter. And yeah, I get tested and I lose my cool sometimes. Very, 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 very rarely though. Like, you know, I only tend to lose my cool in relationships when they start getting expired. That's kind of the only thing that actually ever has me like lose my cool in any recent times, was like arguing with my ex. That's really the only thing. Like I've had, people talk shit, people say mean things, people do things, whatever, and it doesn't really, I don't know. Oh, there was one lady actually. She got me to go off. I was driving. I turned the corner all cautiously because I know it's a sketchy place. And she jumps out literally as I like took the extra time to slow down. And she's like, slow the fuck down, asshole. And I was like, what? Fuck you, bitch. And I gave her the finger. And then I drove off. I mean, I don't know if that counts as losing your cool or not, but like I was pretty pissed for a good minute. Then I started cracking up a little later because I was like, damn, I haven't yelled like that at somebody in a long time. But in an argument with a girlfriend, it's a different type of conversation. It's more like I'm just like, oh, like, how come, blah, 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 or like this and that, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's usually what it looks like versus like, rather, it's not really like name calling. It's more like being misunderstood type of shit. So I realized, like, dude, with all the shit that I learned, like, this is a window. The place that I stand is really weird. It's like a very unique window to both worlds of like fanciness and hood shit. And also, I would say like hippie shit, because I'm kind of like, I stand right in the middle of that. Like, to my core, I'm like, it's kind of funny because when I told my homie, shout out Ethos, shout out Herschel, go look him up too at Ethos1. I'm sure you've seen, if you're in San Diego, you've seen his art fucking everywhere, and he's out and about now. Shout out to you, homie. Much love. We gotta have you on soon. We've been going way too long without doing this interview. The fucking streets, the people, they need it, bro. Anyway, why am I saying that? Oh, because man, I kind of went off on that one. But what I was saying is, when I was telling my homie for the logo, I was like, dude, I want the logo to really be like me. Like, I want it to be like broed out, gangster, like old school. Like, that was kind of what I said, like old school, gangster, broed out. And then I don't remember what our conversation was exactly, but it was something like, basically he came at me with the Ultimate Warrior colors, and I was just like,
damn, dude. Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Bro, like, what the dude? He was like, I got you, homie. I was like, dude, it was so simple. All of his artwork is just so fucking crazy and elaborate, and like, he hit me with simplicity, and I was just like,
damn, dude.
Whoa, this speaks a whole different fucking uh volume here coming from you with the simplicity. I'm fucking tripped out right now. And if you're fortunate to ever see these videos, you could peep that. You guys know our logo, like a sticker I just showed the camera. And it's kind of cool. I was like, dude, that's exactly it. That's exactly it, dude. Like, boom. And so I realized that, like, because I do come from the street, and at the same time, I work with very high-end people, I've seen a lot of crazy shit that a lot of people in my neighborhood won't get to see, And this isn't not such some shit talking way. This is just like what I've noticed about my perspective and where I stand, Because it does get to the point where I go to mansions and I'm working there and I'm not even like thinking about like, oh my gosh, like, I'm impressed. I do go around and there's times when I am paying attention, I'm impressed. I'm like, holy shit, At the same time, I've been around it so much, I'm kind of like, okay, I don't feel weird. I don't feel nothing. I just like, I get the vibe and like, kind of like, oh, this is cool, like I start seeing things that I have preferences for within different mansions and all this stuff and places of living. And there's places that you can live where like you can literally get a speeding ticket from a camera in your own community. So check this out. There's certain communities I go into in San Diego that if, let's say I'm a guest of the resident, right? Like the people who live there have me over as a guest and I have to check in, I have to get this tag and there's this like permit pass you have to get, this paper, oftentimes got a little blue circle on it, that sticker, and but it's got the date printed, and all the little communities are a little bit different, but like there's a good amount of them where you go in, you scan your thing, your license plate, your whole fucking name, your license, all your information. They get all of that stuff just to let you through the gates, to let you into your friend or your client's house. And you go in, and let's say I'm speeding. I checked in through guest blah blah blah. The people who live there, guest blah blah blah. If I'm speeding and the cameras take pictures of me speeding, the family who invited me gets a speeding ticket on my behalf.
Damn, dude.
Like, what? Oh, no way, dude. Oh man. If I was that rich and some of my friends like to drive some really fast things and they knew I had money like that, they would be speeding through that motherfucker everywhere. I would almost be like, hey, let's see how many we can get, like let's see if we can write them off or something. Oh shit. So that's what I really realized after 40 episodes was that this is really like a good bridge and middle ground for us to be able to have an opportunity to see life a little bit differently. Because how many of us like just get stuck in seeing the world the same fucking... How many times have you lived the same day over and over and over and over and over? That shit sucks.
This world we living in, man, it ain't nothing but drama.
That's when you feel like that, man. It ain't nothing but drama. Everybody wanna harm you. And dude, it's like, imagine if that's what I realized was like, damn, if I can help, I've been provided a bunch of opportunities to be able to see the world differently. And if I can provide some opportunities for people to be able to see the world differently,
Damn, dude.
that's how I know I'm on my shit. And that's the value that I know I'm bringing and providing. That's the gift that I have to give, is to here to help provide a lens or an opportunity or anything just to see the world a little bit differently. And it's like, who doesn't and can't need that, I feel like because of a lot of stuff I speak on is such a universal thing that it, like, I speak on a lot of things that are very universal and emotionally feel very personal.
damn, dude.
So that's what I realized when I'm like, how do I really like contextualize that? And in my conscious brain, what I was thinking before is like, well, these are the conversations that need to be had. But like I said, it's like that doesn't spark that emotional trigger. But I know when the words came together and I saw, it's interesting because I'll take inspiration from things and I'll kind of chop it up and change it and make my own thing. And like for this quote, like there was a quote, it was just like a quote from a drawing cartoon. And it was just like I don't remember what it was, but it was like a doctor or somebody talking to somebody else or something like that. And it's like, oh, I'm just like here to help you. I don't remember what it said exactly, but it says something along the lines of like, oh, it's like, we're going to see the world a little bit differently now, or I'm going to help you see the world a little differently, or something like that. So how I interpret it and what I was like, oh shit, like that's what this is for, is to provide opportunities to see the world a little bit differently. And if we could do that, then we can start creating longer moments of happiness, because the more that we can get out of our like vicious cycle brain, the more we can start living outside of that, the more freedom we have. And you don't have to, you get to like, picture this, it's like that vicious cycle brain is Sonic the Hedgehog's legs running at full speed and his fucking head is upright. It's like, dude, like a lot of us are caught in being the feet when we need to remain. The head needs to stay the head and the feet need to stay the feet. But it's like we're having our brain think as fast as our feet are going when we really don't need to think about it. We just need to let go of it. Boom, fucking open to seeing some shit differently, feeling things differently. Like that's literally practice to providing more opportunities to feeling and being happy.
Damn, dude.
And that's really what we need to do, is empower people to be happier on a real level, to be happy free from technology, to be happy free from distraction, to be happy free from weekends, to be happy free from seeing our kids, to be happy free from seeing our girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, whatever, he, she, they, it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's what this shit is really about, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, that, fuck, dude. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. Like, fuck, dude. So, I got some really fucking trippy shit to get into here. So, and I want to acknowledge that in the last episode, the mic or something just fucking, the recording thing just cut out, and then all of a sudden I'm like, welcome back, everybody. Like, I don't know what happened. Usually a little prompt pops up and tells me like something gets disconnected, but that time fucking nothing happened. So if you're wondering about that, yeah, we didn't edit anything. It just like tweaked out somehow. Yeah, I don't know, it was weird. Anyways, when we come back, we're gonna get into some really fucking trippy shit. So on that note, we're gonna be right back. Much love. 1 minute here. Peace.
Damn, dude.
Welcome back, everybody. Oh man. So yeah, what are we gonna get into here? Excuse me. I gotta start getting ready to go back and teach some more kids today. It's a bit gloomy out today. There's been a little sprinkles here and there. Nothing crazy. And yeah, it's been pretty damn gray outside. So this is interesting, this kind of goes into two different things. Well, kind of all tied together. So, like I said, I'm going to re-say this. Living for the weekend is not living. That's not living. And I'm sorry, and I'm not meaning to insult anybody, but living for the weekend is not living. Yeah, but you got to do what you got to do. How else am I going to pay bills? This, that. Well, maybe you really don't need all the shit that you think you need to actually make you happy. Like,
damn, dude.
Most of the time we can live with a lot less. I encourage everybody, even go stop this right now, because this shit is tight. Go look up the song Positive Mind by The Expendables. Okay, well, let me re-say that. the band The Expendables, the album, or sorry, The Expendables, the song Positive Mind, and it's the acoustic version. The album's Gone Soft. Expendables, type in Expendables in parentheses, Gone Soft, Positive Mind. Listen to that song and sit back and relax and take a breath from your gut, not your chest. Just go listen to the song and then come right back. I promise you. But that song, why I'm telling you to go listen to it. Oh, hold on. Okay, well, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that song. No, that song is dope. Why I recommend go listen to that song is because it really puts into perspective your relationship with your stuff. And for a lot of people, their stuff means everything. And as a person who's fucking just gotten rid of everything I've owned, stuff don't mean shit to me anymore. Like, I've got attachment to certain things, you know, my surfboard, my motorcycles, you know, probably my car, my podcast setup, and, you know, journals that I've written or idea books or things like that. But I mean, I've gotten rid of all my shit and experienced what life was like, and I did it with a kid. And it was pretty fucking cool. It was freedom. We went surfing in Hawaii on Christmas. We were living in Hawaii. We went surfing at our favorite spot with turtles. We had hammocks in the trees. We had fucking musubis and food and lunch and snacks. And they say hammocks. I had a blunt. I would go and surf and come back and smoke and grub and chill, play some music, Bluetooth speaker, fucking go out, paddle out. My son got really good at surfing. Holy shit. It was really fucking amazing. All of our stuff is nowhere near as important as we think it is. It's just truly, truly not. And why do I say all that is because coming back to living for the weekend, a lot of us live for the weekend because, or it's like, what does that all have to do with each other? Is a lot of us live for the weekend because we think we need our stuff Monday through Friday that we have so we can enjoy Saturday and Sunday. And it just hit me this week that most people only have 2 days for a weekend.
Damn, dude.
Like, what? That sucks, dude. Like, I'm sorry, that sucks. You should have as many as you like. For me, I physically go to work 4 days a week. And then one of the days I do like behind the scenes work. And then in between all of these days and times, I'm doing computer work and podcast work and whatever sort of like advertising or social media shit I should say. Because I'm not really doing a whole lot of advertising right now, or any. Well, a little bit actually. But anyway. It's crazy because like we live for the weekend because we think we need our things of comfort, and we really don't. What's interesting is all of our items are pretty much like our fart blankie when we're a kid.
Damn, dude.
What do I mean by that? Like, you know how, okay, let's use some parenting terms. Oh, well, when a child uses a blankie for comfort, it often becomes their attachment blankie. And oftentimes it becomes hard for them to disassociate with their attachment blankie because they've formed a bond, an emotional bond, with that blankie. And when that bond with the blankie is so strong, they attach going to sleep, or feeling a mother's love, or feeling the hug from their parentals and loved ones. It reminds them of that comfort. So when you remove that element, it's often so that the child will cry and have a difficult time. But think about how much of a pain in the ass it is if you actually threw it in the washing machine and your kid's going fucking nuts. Think about how much of a pain in the ass it is. We left my brother's at the airport one time when he was a baby in a different state, and it was a nightmare. At the last minute, we went back and were able to get it. But everybody's got that. I always call it a fart blankie because it always stinks. It's always dirty as fuck. Like, it's the fart blankie. But basically, all of our stuff is a new upgraded fart blankie. It's just shinier and newer. And like I had just said that I had learned earlier on one of my social media accounts, was I had heard that like, why are humans so attracted to sparkly, shiny things and glittery things? I'm like, that's a good question. And the answer was because in essence, you can see your reflection or a bunch of little reflections of yourself. It's basically you looking back at yourself and seeing yourself mirrored back. So really what you're seeing is the beauty of yourself inside that diamond or that mirror.
Damn, dude.
Wow, that's fucking crazy, right? Like, I never thought anything like that. Damn. It makes a lot of fucking sense though. Like, that's weird. Like, we like seeing ourselves in things, you know? Now, some people, they fight it and they're the opposite. We all have different personality types and whatever, but like, I'm just kind of generalizing, you know? So, yeah, dude, that's crazy. So anyway, where I want to take this is the whole point, like I said, kind of tying this whole show together is like the point of like what the show is for and what it's here to be used for. And when somebody who was voiceless and considered mute for years can get up on a microphone in front of a camera and speak and voice how they feel and what they've learned, to me, that's the impossible, because that was me. You know, I'm describing myself, and it's like, I realize the impact that my voice has. And I realize the impact that all of our voices have. Now, I say that to say this, which is kind of going backwards a little bit. Rest in peace to my little sister. She passed away on June 4th, 1992. And reflecting back on the fact that she couldn't speak before she died, and she had no popularity, no like social impact. I mean, as far as like in the media and stuff, you know. Yet had the biggest impact on my life.
Damn, dude.
And what I mean by that is like the way that I think and what I think about and how I relate to people and life and myself.
Damn, dude.
That's how. And the passing of my little sister really showed me that, like, we all have a voice, or I'm sorry, for all of us that have a voice, imagine the impact that you have on people's lives and that we have on people's lives. Like, think about that. Think about the impact that we have on each other's lives simply because we have a voice. And what you choose to stand up and speak up about is what makes a difference in the world or not. Like, if we want shit to stay the same, then fucking just go keep voting about shit. If you really want to do something, do what you can from where you're at. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, you know, voting on certain things is going to help, but if that's all you do, that's not contributing. It's not doing anything. It's just kind of like creating more of the problem, because we're saying, oh, these people like this thing, think this way, and these people think this way. So now these two types of people think they're idiots now. And now all the rest of us have to deal with two fucking groups of people calling each other idiots. And we're like, bro, like, why don't you guys just stop identifying in those things and just be fucking normal people? Get your head out of your ass, be your fucking self, and do what you can do from where you're at. That's why it's like, bro, don't bother me with these fucking sign this and sign that. Like, bro, I'm going to tell you some funny shit if you ask me to sign that. Like, I put that on. I don't know what I'm going to tell you. It could be crazy. It could be weird. It could just be like, a lot of times I'm just like, I'll say shit just to see what you're going to say, especially if it's one of those like funny sort of encounters like that. But consider this, like, If you can live through a major pain that I had to learn through, if you can learn from what I had to go through, which was, and we all have things we can share, then you may have had something similar or worse. I'm just speaking on my own behalf, which is there's major lessons when you lose a little sister that occur in life, if we choose to learn from them. There's major pains, which can be transformed into major lessons. And at some point, all of our family and friends and us, we're all going to die. And that's just a reality. So we better learn to interpret it and interpret ourselves and our lives in a much more appreciated way, so we don't got to trip the fuck out about this stuff, you know? Again, this is why this show exists, is so we can speak to that and feed that and grow that. So imagine how much impact you have on people's lives. Sorry, let me re-say that. I didn't want to say that. Learning through my example, when my little sister died, I was 6 years old, and my grandma and my great aunt passed away in the same month. But when my sister and my grandma, those ones hit me the most because they were the closest. But my little sister being a baby, that was like a whole different thing, dude. Like a hella different thing. And the ultimate lesson that I learned from her passing was, one, everything is always going to be okay. No matter the fuck what. No matter what. Number two, death can absolutely be beautiful. Death is beautiful.
Damn, dude.
Our emotions and how we interpret them are a fucking disaster and mess. Our emotional intelligence is a disaster. Our relationship with our feelings and our emotions is a disaster, it's a train wreck. And this is the thing. The more we can recognize that and own that and be like, okay, then we can take ownership of it and be responsible for it. It's like if somebody does something that's annoying and they don't know that they're doing it, and all of a sudden you tell them politely and kindly, hey, you think you could do this or that? Like, oh shit, my bad. I didn't even realize, oh, it was too loud or this, or I was too close or that, or whatever, And then they go, oh, okay. And then they adjust and they correct. Like, we have the opportunity to do that with ourselves. And the thing is that we all, if you have the ability to speak, or you're learning to speak, or you got a baby or whatever, we are all our own musical instruments. We literally have vocal cords that, when triggered, vibrate and a certain sound comes out. And that's crazy because it's like, what music are we playing to the world?
Damn, dude.
Really, it's like, what's your song that you're playing? Is your song the fucking one that sounds like just scratching and like fingernails on a chalkboard? Just complaining? And, is your song what's your song gonna induce? What's your song gonna inspire for the next person? Is your song gonna inspire complaining for the next person? Is your song going to inspire health for the next person? Is your song going to inspire happiness for the next person? Is your song going to inspire violence for the next person? Is your song going to, spark sadness for the next person? Is your song going to spark deep thinking for the next person? What song are you playing to the world? What song are you playing to your social media? It's like when you're typing, that's like fucking playing keys to a piano, Like, what are you playing? What are you typing out? What are you really putting down? What are you putting down on paper? What are you putting down in these text messages? What are you putting down in your emails, in your phone calls, in your books, in your brain, in your subconscious? Like, now, if you're not even aware of that, that's fine. But at the same time, I highly recommend growing some awareness of it because, dude, that's crazy stuff. Like that's our impact. That's our social impact. That's who we are to the world. Like, that's literally our existence. The words that we say and the things that we do is literally our entire existence. It's not even our bills. It's not even not having enough to pay this or that or whatever. It's none of that shit. I mean, it's all of that shit, but that's not what life is about. And if that is what life is about, then you're probably living for the weekends and your life is not that great. And if your life is not that great, that's okay. That's completely okay. And a lot of these things are not overnight things, and it's not something just boom. But that's why I'm saying I'm here to help provide an opportunity just to be able to see or think about things a little bit differently. Because if you can be happy and you can have some mental freedom and be left with the why I like podcasts so much is because it's like it's entertainment that has the opportunity to change your life all at the same time.
Damn, dude.
Like, podcasts are so entertaining, and at the same time, I've had absolutely like mind-blowing, life-changing realizations through podcasts and through podcasting, because this is forcing me to just fucking write pages and pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of journaling, writing it, speaking it, recording it, filming it, whatever, coming back, editing it, rehearing it, going back, and then I have to type the show, and then typing the show notes for it, goes back and visits it again. So I'm like really facing myself with all of these things. It's just like, shit, okay. Excuse me. And it's like, it keeps changing my self-talk and growing and enhancing it. And it's just a trip, dude. Like, we all have the opportunity to have better lives if we can make conscious choices to think about life differently and to feel it differently and to experience it differently. Because a lot of ways that we think about things and think about people just aren't working for us. And a lot of us are left feeling unhappy or unimportant or unheard or anything. And it's like, that's why if you feel unheard, you have to do exactly that, is lean into it. Like for me, feeling unheard was my biggest trigger. That's like one of my hugest triggers. I hate feeling unheard. My thing was I was always so quiet that like I would think about what I had to say for so long, sometimes days or weeks before I said it to a group of people, that it was perfect by the time I said it. And it would just absolutely hurt my feelings when people wouldn't listen, because I took so long to concoct that, you know? And yeah, I'm just like, fuck, man, like that sucks. It's so triggering. So what I had to do was come and fucking sit here and talk with myself for long periods of time. And even when the viewers don't, when the views don't show, the people aren't sharing shit, and the podcast not popping, or stuff starts declining or whatever. I mean, the show has been growing, which is great. But just when you see or you feel like that, or you hit the old ebbs and flows, like the ups and downs, like just going through it, just like, damn, it's like sometimes it's such a slow process, and it's like, well, yeah, obviously being committed to a minimum of a 10-year plan is not a fast process. And I'm just like, you know what? Cool. Not even tripping about it whatsoever, It's like, it's not even worth it. So that's why I think this really is a safe space to have conversations that need to be had. And this truly, truly, truly is a safe place to be able to think and see the world just a little bit differently, even for just an hour at a time here. So, man, on that note, I gotta go get ready, go teach me some kids here. I got a gang of kids I'm teaching from. I actually had kids cancel. I was supposed to be teaching at 4:30, but a bunch canceled. So I was supposed to be going from 4:30 to about 6:30, and I was already in the water. Dude, so one of these days this week, I will be in the water from... if those people start... So I might be in the water... I'll be in the water from about 10:20. Okay, at least 10:20, maybe 10 o'clock in the morning to 6:40 at night, literally non-stop. The only break I have is to drive wet from one place to another, hop in the pool and come back. So, yeah, if you hear me at the end of this week record anything, if I can even do that, that's a pretty damn great accomplishment. So yeah, make sure you give us a follow on Instagram at Damn Dude Podcast, Facebook. Follow us on YouTube. We will get more stuff up there, I promise. But it's just be patient. Yeah, man. On that note, say 3 things you're grateful for every morning, every night, for your life to change substantially for the good. Have a beautiful day, beautiful evening, beautiful morning, beautiful night, whenever you guys listen to this. And yeah, and please, if you can, go give us a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts. And on that note, take us out, Rooster Tail. That's at Rooster Tail, Tale, official on Instagram and wherever you find music. Much love. Have a beautiful day. Peace.